Many individuals find their youth to be the stage in life when they are most energetic, dynamic, thriving, lively and creative. These attributes are true of the youth in the Batticaloa district, though young men and women here had to sacrifice many vibrant years of their lives because of Sri Lanka's 30-year civil war. Many felt as though they were forced to move backward during the most crucial time of their lives.
We badly felt the war after 1995. From that year onwards, we suffered a lot until we gained peace. As humans, we missed the opportunity to get education and achieve qualifications. We went to school in the morning and spent the night in the forest.
When the war was going on, we were very small. We spent the night in the forest. We were not sure about what will happen on the next day. So we didn't have the strength to imagine a day called tomorrow.
In the minds of many, thoughts of interaction among Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim groups can still ignite memories of the lengthy conflict, which took on predominantly ethnic dimensions. Through the reintegration and stabilization in the East and North, or RISEN program, USAID's Office of Transition Initiatives worked to support communities in the post-war era by educating and empowering youth. The assistance brought young people together from across ethnic and religious divides through a variety of activities including sports and cultural events, vocational training and leadership development. This approach helped youth and in turn their communities to understand that ethnic diversity and interaction was not something to fear but something to enrich the lives of all in Batticaloa. Much of the impact achieved working with youth in Batticaloa is due to RISEN's specialized methodology. This video documents the tenets of RISEN's methodology, describes how they were implemented while working with youth in Batticaloa and highlights the successes of their use. 5 tenets of the RISEN methodology: establishment of trusting relationships, thoughtful activity design, community-led and community-oriented, focus on process as much as product, integrated activity clusters to achieve maximum impact. To work effectively with youth, it is important to first spend time establishing trusting relationships. Often, a successful way to do this is by engaging with youth on their terms, meeting them in their space and respecting the ways they may have already organized themselves within a given community. Outsiders, designated as such either by origin or by age, must listen to the youth, especially those that have clearly risen to a leadership status among their peers. When establishing trust with young people, particularly those that have been devastated by decades of conflict, starting with quick win activities is often an effective approach. Such activities are fairly easy to implement, highly visible, and target interventions that are particularly relevant to youth. In the case of RISEN, such quick win activities involved sporting events. Though Muslims and Tamils happily play on the same grounds today, there was a time when such interactions were rejected. The hatred communities showed for each other was not conducive to interethnic interaction in a sporting environment, which was one of the few opportunities for different communities to come together, learn about each other, and engage. Through activities such as rehabilitating sports grounds, hosting inter-regional tournaments, and distributing sports equipment, youth were able to create and promote understanding and reconciliation. It is important to listen to the community and think through creative ways of addressing community needs within the framework of your organization's own objectives. Typically, a single activity can address many and varied needs while also meeting more than one objective. Thoughtful activities were able to empower youth in Batticaloa to become leaders and positive change agents within their communities. These activities are multi-ethnic, psychosocial based, reinstating relationships, and economically focused. Many social issues remain in Batticaloa, with family and land conflicts still major problems. Guidance given to youth on how to resolve such problems has become very important and productive. Reason's support, including a focus on psychosocial support, helped youth to lift up troubled families.
USAID එක මගින් අප මංගලගම කරඩියනාරු යන සිංහලයි දෙමළ මුස්ලිම් ගම්.
USAID helped the Sinhala and Tamil people in Mangalagama and Karadiyanaru to unite. We became friends through Forum Theatre. We can deliver a message to the society through Forum Theatre.
සහෝදරත්වය සුහදකම ගොඩක් අපිට ළඟා කරගන්න හැකි වුණා. අනේ තුලසි අද විතරයිනේ. කම්මාපති තෙරින්ගනේදී එන කඩිපව්. අද මැක්ස් ක්ලාස් වරේදී. අයියෝ මමත් මේ සයන්ස් ක්ලාස් එක මග දාලා ආවේ. අනේ අංගො තුලසි.
Through this forum theatre, the youth highlighted real situations for many families with unresolved issues and disagreements. Community members watching the forum theatre discussed the issues raised and ways to improve their own lives. Skilled youth from Pullamalay, Mangalagama, Valachennai and Uddamavadi are still participating in these theatre activities today as a service to their communities.
USAID செய்த இந்த foreign theatre என்ற project-ஆல
The Forum Theatre, which was introduced to us by the USAID, was a great help to us. We haven't talked or had any relationship with Sinhala people before. Through this program, we got united and now we are like brothers and sisters. Through this, we can give a message to the society.
project-ஆல நாங்க அவங்களோட ஒற்றுமையா சகோதரர்களாக பழகக்கூடிய வாய்ப்பு இருந்துச்சு.
USAID ආයතනයේ මූලික වෙලා ආරම්භ කරපු Forum Theatre නාට්‍ය තුලින් සිංහල දෙමළ
Tamil and Sinhala people got together through the Forum Theatre. We acted together in the Forum Theatre. Through this, we were able to understand the cultures of the Tamil and Sinhala people.
ඒ නිසා සංස්කෘතික වශයෙන් අපි දෙගොල්ල අතර බැඳීමක් ඇති වුණා කිව්වොත් මා නිවැරදියි කියලා හිතනවා.
Activities that have stakeholder buy-in are more likely to achieve their objectives, whereas activities that do not have buy-in are almost certain to fail. Moreover, activities actually developed and led by the targeted beneficiaries themselves have the potential to achieve impact well beyond the stated objectives. Specific to youth programming, working in partnership with young people is a key factor to ensuring successful interventions. In the case of Risen, the youth were particularly interested in economic opportunities. Batticaloa holds many employment opportunities for youth, largely as a result of its natural beauty. Risen helped to train young people in diverse skills, from computing to construction machinery operation, from food processing to housekeeping and food and beverage services. Responding to Batticalo's growth as a tourist destination after the end of the war, Risen also supported the training of youth from across the district with skills needed to work in the burgeoning tourist sector. The training and workshops helped shape and develop skills for hundreds of youth who are now contributing their services at large hotels throughout the country.
USA trained us to do this. We earn an income by selling these goods. A large group followed this course with us, and we learned about each other too. We have a great advantage here.
எங்களோட நிறைய பேர் பழகினாங்க. அதனால அவங்கள பற்றி நாங்கள் அறிஞ்சு கொண்டோம். எங்களுக்கு அந்த வெளியிடங்களுக்கெல்லாம் போய் அவங்களெல்லாம் பற்றி அறிஞ்சு கொண்டோம். அதனால பெரிய நிறைய நன்மைகள் கிடைச்சிட்டு.
Perhaps the most unique tenet of the Risen methodology is the focus on the process of implementing the activity as much as the product that is generated by the activity. In other words, the youth empowerment as well as the integration among youth from various ethnic groups that occurs while an activity is being carried out is as important as the material output of the activity. Tamil, Sinhala and Muslim youth together identified a variety of food items which are unique to each community. Risen facilitated knowledge transfer for these youth to learn how to prepare foods from different ethnic groups. Even though this activity mainly focused women, these youth were also given a chance to exchange their traditional food items. As part of the activity, Risen placed a psychosocial officer in the sessions to facilitate the youth's process of integration. This activity served as a catalyst to initiate a process through which the youth learned to accept their differences, to respect the diversity within their communities. While learning about their culinary differences, participants were able to understand the beauty of diversity. The youth came to understand the importance of the other group's food items and start to promote them in their respective communities.
USA trained us on how to prepare food. Sinhala, Tamil and Muslim, all of us stayed together without any issues on ethnicity or religion. I'm very happy.
இந்த கோர்ஸை செஞ்சேன் எனக்கு ரொம்ப சந்தோஷம்.
During or following the implementation of a successful activity, it is important to consider related parallel or follow-on activities. Clusters of activities around the same thematic area or within the same geographic zone realize more value for the resources invested than one-off activities implemented in isolation. In the case of Risen, support to youth-focused organizations was required. When a village becomes economically strong, the power of the small community organizations in that village also increases. The war weakened such organizations, the majority of which are for the youth. In order to reactivate and strengthen these youth-focused community organizations, Risen implemented several activities that built management capacity. 45 representatives from 15 village organizations belonging to 3 divisional secretariats were trained on administration and management. By supporting youth to get involved in community development activities, they became responsible citizens. This is crucial as they are the generation faced with the challenge of transitioning their communities out of 30 years of war. Risen supported exposure visits for youth to see several regional, provincial and national level exhibitions, trainings and trade fairs. The youth took what they saw back to their own communities and helped to initiate the long road to development.
Our society was united through the training workshop. They took us to areas like Hambantota. Through this harmony was built among us. We didn't have a peaceful relationship before, but now this training has created a peaceful environment.
Much of the impact achieved with youth in Batiklo is due to RISN's specialized methodology. Let's review it. 5 tenets of the RISN methodology: establishment of trusting relationships, thoughtful activity design, community-led and community-oriented, focus on process as much as product, integrated activity clusters to achieve maximum impact. By analyzing the situation correctly and giving the lead to the local community and government, RISN was able to contribute to peace through youth programming. A formula for reconciling youth was found and applied to empower them to be the bridge among their respective conflict-affected communities. This young generation gives new hope to the people of Batiklo.